Alright, stream is up. Just waiting for everyone to come on in. Yes, fun with live. If anybody's watching. Not that anybody watches me. But seriously, if anyone's watching, I'm just waiting for people to pop in. Did grab my coffee though, so that's good.
Pretty good.
Welcome back, Mensa.
Hello.
You sound really far away. Is that just me?
No, I got my boom mic off to the side.
Oh.
I haven't really pulled it over.
You know what they say, a boom mic for a boomer.
I'm a millennial, damn it.
Are you?
Barely. I'm actually
I'm
an
gonna
X.
say you're either millennial or Gen X
I'm
or whatever they call that.
I'm
That generation.
technically an exennial because I was born like in the cusp years.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah,
Very
because there's
young.
not like an official time. Because if you look it up, you'll get like 6 different years in the 80s. But
So
so yeah,
generally,
the cusp is real.
yeah, between 78 and 82 is like the transitional period.
Oh, now I know how old you are.
Yeah,
Kinda.
I'm 44.
Pepsi Cola, Coca Cola.
Not
I'll be
you.
36 on Tuesday.
Noise.
Good
Yeah,
job for
get
being
old.
born.
Yeah.
get old.
Wow. Okay. Oh, Delphox main question mark. Well, you're playing Urshifu. So
Probably not.
Southern
Oh.
Cali enjoyer.
Oh,
That's-
he should be Red Bear. They already got two people standing there punching things ridiculously.
I know.
There's just like a big KO machine just walking in behind the carnage and
Yep.
cleaning up.
Tinkaton knocking him up, Buzzwole grabbing someone and sucking their life force, and then he just punches him in the face.
Yeah, suck that life force.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
There are children somewhere.
I love being a little drop of, you know what?
Milk.
Fuck yeah.
How do I full screen this?
You make it bigger.
You rub it a little bit.
Oh my god.
Pause.
My virgin ears.
It's about the only part.
Did we get it? Oh my god.
It's interesting.
Guess that means I'm one of the cool kids, huh?
All right, were any of you wanting to come into this class thing?
I will be there.
Okay. And I'll just watch y'all play. Thank you, Turk, for streaming.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
I can watch it.
Oh. Mikey just shitting on the battlefield.
My
Pretty
little
normal.
poops.
That's
My
pretty
little
normal.
poops everywhere. Here, have some poops.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's what I wanted. The poop
Oh.
makes me go fast.
Oh, you get a speed burst too?
Yeah,
Thank
you get
you.
build
Nice.
and speed.
It's kind of how I wanted Zappion. The hell's that yellow one?
Zappion, Jolteon?
Jolteon.
Zappion, I love it.
Man, I don't play Pokemon.
Zappion.
You know,
That's the generic version.
I was just making
Kroger
fun of my
version.
Generic version.
I was just making fun of my wife today. I was playing Minecraft with the kiddo, and she's like, "Oh, isn't that one of those Ender guys?" Like,
Mm.
and here I am.
Oh.
Oh, he is
Okay,
playing
sorry.
Red Bear. Good call.
No.
I'm coming back down.
If our two randoms had any map awareness, we would have won that.
I know.
Good pause.
Waiting for his flamethrower. Ah, the poop.
Thank you.
He gone. Yep. Called it.
I did too.
Ooh.
Done. Double done.
Whoa.
Nice.
Okay. I'm taking some of this cream. Thank you.
Ah,
Fuck
cream. Okay, I'm just gonna go top. I think Cinderace probably has that.
Yeah, because it's literally
Oh.
just frosting, right?
Never mind.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, it's whipped cream, I think.
Like some of them look like they're sort of like cupcakes almost. Well, not
Yeah.
cupcakes, but
Yeah.
they look
Yeah,
right?
I was gonna say they look like cupcakes, but they're
Oh, come on.
obviously not cupcakes.
No, I think the game actually says whipped cream.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think so.
Yeah, it has a cherry on top in the move.
Alright, go bottom. I think they're gonna spin bottom. Almost have Unite move.
That's my favorite move from Alchemy, the one that you just used. It's so
Sweet scent.
I love that. It's so cute. It's so cute to look at.
Well, I'm on the wrong side of the map. No.
Maybe if Turk had a little bit of map awareness.
I know.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that was rude.
Yes. Oh, I love it. Yes. Shower him with your cream.
That's so much. Well, you know what? I'm gonna shut up.
Yeah.
Oh,
You...
sorry. Sorry.
Cream stealer.
They're stealing my cream.
No, Coca-Cola, that was mine.
So like every third one has a cherry on top.
Oh,
That's cute. Does it do anything different?
I don't think so.
yeah, I still think the moveset that their all cream is using is gonna be the biggest pain in the ass.
The shield dazzling thing?
Yeah, that double hit, almost like the fake shadow ball.
Yeah.
Oh man, that thing already hit pretty decently.
Yep.
Miss.
Ooh, 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 ooh.
That's fine.
Yum.
Oh, this cream.
Damn, they didn't secure bottom yet.
Alchemy
Nope.
secure.
Let's go. Now you gotta score, because I have nothing to score, so I'm just escorting you.
Nope.
Maybe cream.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It's
Ooh.
in. No.
Ah. Oh. No. Oh. I always try to get. It's hard for me to get.
Hello, Serge.
Hi, welcome in.
This is a perfect match for you to watch.
No.
Just kidding. There were 3 of them there.
Turk's like, I'm good.
Let's farm top.
I almost just said thank you, top.
Thank you, Alchemy. Is it Alchemy or Alcremie?
Yes.
I say alchemy, but I've heard
Because it's
the
like
other thing.
alchemy,
Yeah.
but I've also heard alcremie.
It's all creamy.
Yeah.
It's all creamy in my book.
Careful.
Good to know. Okay, there's the cream bitch. I'm gonna see if I can just backcap one. Oh my god. Oh, the Stinkerton's running Ice Hammer. That's crazy.
I almost have my Unite. Ooh, you need health.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you
I'm
need
dead.
help.
Oh,
You
I'm
need-
dead.
Oh, he
It's
did.
fine.
Oh.
Stop throwing.
No, don't tell me what to do.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, Cinderace. Got exploded almost.
Cinder's doing his thing.
Yeah, he's doing a good job. Ooh, that was a good Unite move. Yes, destroy.
Cinder's doing his thing.
Let's go, Cinderace.
Are y'all playing with Kevin?
Just
No.
looks
Yeah,
like,
right.
Looks like it.
Wait, what?
A Cinderace
Playing
that
with
actually
Kevin?
knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Said, are y'all playing with Kevin? An actual good Cinder?
I wish
Coast-
he would
Coast-
want to play something
Coca-Cola.
different, but we'll work around it.
Oh, but there's that Urshifu back here. Oh, they're gonna try to get this.
Of course they are.
So we need to. They're coming back. Ooh, I can't believe I actually finally. Well, it was with the help of.
Yes, Turk.
Thank you.
It's like the Urshifu stopped so he could secure it, and everyone else
Yep.
stopped too. It's like, nah, son, we're not ripping that for you.
That's what you do.
Mensa, how long until your class starts?
I was waiting for y'all. I'm going to VC2
Oh.
right. I'm going to VC2 right now. Bye.
Bye. Have fun.
Do 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 do. Boom. Cool. All right. Without further ado, I'm gonna just kick it because we are almost half an hour over start time, planned start time. So there's 3 reasons you need to level up, right? So obviously you want to get your evolutions, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want to get your moves, and you want to get your power spikes, right? So, do you know what a power spike is?
Yeah, especially when I'm looking on DB, for example, like Snorlax. When he gets to 1, 2, 3, and 4, they're very small bonuses to his HP and defense. But then when you hit 5, not only does he get a move, it's a noticeable increase in those stats.
Right. So I think Dragonite's a great example of everything lining up perfectly, right? At level 5,
Mhm.
at level 5 it evolves. At level 5 it gets its first move, and at level 5 it gets its first power spike. At level 8, same thing. 8 learns a new move, it evolves, and it gets a power spike. Because remember, some Pokemon, their passive changes when they evolve, right? So when Dragonite's still
Yeah.
Dratini, it only gets its water boosted, which heals him. When it evolves into Dragonair, it alternates between the water boosted and the electric boosted, which stuns. And then when it becomes Dragonite, it alternates between those two and the fire one, which does 10% of the remaining HP as damage extra.
Okay.
So, so there's a reason why you're looking for the evolutions, not just the moves and the power spikes, because the effect of the Pokemon changes. So here's Cramorant, right? Cramorant doesn't evolve.
Yeah.
Cramorant gets its moves at 4 and 6, but Cramorant doesn't get power spikes either. If you notice, right, it goes up 9, then it goes up 9, then it goes up 10, then it goes up 11, then it goes up 13. It slowly goes up more and more. There's no noticeable, like, oh, I'm looking at defense, special attack, right? So 25, 27, 30, 30, right? It just goes up a little bit more every time. There's no noticeable power spike. But with a lot of your special attackers, this is how they don't get a lot of power spikes, unless they have an evolution. For some reason, it's, that, like, there's Pokemon where, like, hey, you're only looking for one thing. You're looking for the moves. That's it. And then each as far as like the power of your attacks, you just want to keep evolving. We check out Decidueye, right? Decidueye evolves at 5 and 7. He gets his moves at 7 and 8, but his power spikes are lined up with his evolutions, not his movesets.
Okay.
So, yeah. So there's every single Pokemon is gonna have slight differences in the the big three, the evolution, the move sets, and the power spikes, right? So you should be really honing in on look at the attack speed power spike at level 7 too. Then the life steal goes from
Oh
5
yeah,
to
that's huge.
life steal goes from 5 to 10, then 10 to 15, then 15 to 20, then 20 to 25 at 13. So like there's other spikes that you should be looking for too, right? Like what level is your what level is like what are the level gates, right? Think of them as gates. Like, hey,
Hmm.
I have to get to this level and then I have to get to this level, right? Um when I play Slowbro, right? I need to get to level 11. That is my ultimate level gate because at level 11, I get Surf Plus. And Surf Plus goes from 1 knockup to 3 knockups. It
Oh,
yeah, it gets like as long as I make it to once I hit level 11, I don't think there's another defender where I'm like I'm going to go farm so I can level up because when I come back all hell's going to break loose, right? So this is why, right? These are the whys, right? Understanding where the level gates are and the Pokemon that you're trying to get comfortable with, or even the ones you're already comfortable with. Like look at these stats and say, hey, where's some level gates I really need to try and get to. But
yeah.
yeah, so levels 4 and 5 seem to be the the biggest gates, right?
Hmm.
That early on in the game. So when we talk about XP, how much XP do you need to get there, right? So if we're looking at level 5, you need a total
Of
of
1100.
600. Wait, I'm sorry, 1100. Yes, you need 1100 XP to get to level 5. How the hell do you get 1100 XP? Well, scoring goals, right?
Yeah.
And scoring goals depending on what you have, right? If you look at the math, right? Um, you're getting you score 1 point, you get no XP. Never score 1 point. Unless you're stacking and you're like, yo, I need these stacks like right now. But if you can score 2, please score 2. Don't score 1.
Yeah. Now that I see that, I'll try to never do it again unless I'm need that stack.
Yeah, not yeah. If there's like if there's nobody around and there's like a couple AOS energy out there, grab and stack, grab and stack, right?
Yeah.
But as you can see, right? So the more the more AOS energy you're holding, the lower the XP per AOS energy gets, right? So if you say 2 is worth 25 per, right? And say 3, right? So you're getting 30 plus 40 is 70. That's not 20, that's not even 25 per. And it gets worse and worse and worse, right? So
Hmm.
you should score when you should obviously score. Take advantage of scoring, right? But if you can split up your scores, as long as it's 2, you're going to get more XP, right?
Okay.
If there's 20 AOS energy laying on the ground, if you can split that up into 3 or 4 scores, you're going to get immensely more XP for doing it than you would if you had scored all at the same time.
Okay.
Yeah, just don't
That
score.
makes sense.
Just
Yeah.
don't score 1, right? And then beating up other Pokemon, right? So the when it says base XP, that's without modifiers, right? If you kill a level 1 Pokemon, you get 20. If you kill a level 7, you get 260, and it just keeps going up, right? It goes up 40, it goes up 40, and then at level 9, it starts going up 60 every time. 60, 60, 60, 60. And then at level 13, it goes 100, 100, right?
Okay.
So, this is why when you are the jungler or the top carry, right? If like when you have a level advantage, you should not be running around trying to just push your basically like stomping the other team's brains out, right? You have to be safe about it. You can't just keep pushing and pushing and pushing just because you have a lead, because if you are the higher level you are, the more XP you are worth to the other team.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So
You get a big bonus for that, especially like if there's 3 of us jumping their highest level, we all get a good boost from it.
exactly. So here's a fun little math thing, right? So this is hold on, this is XP modifiers, right? So say that you're level 9. It's the first objectives pop up. 7 minutes, first objectives are popping up, right? You're already level 9, right? And
Yeah.
and somebody who's level 6 KOs you. You are 3 levels above them, so they're gonna get a 30% bonus for the 360 XP that you're giving them.
So that's like an extra 120 or something like that on top.
Mm-hmm. So now add that to your streak number, right? If you are level 9 and you haven't died yet because you're level 9 and you're just having a good old time, and you have a kill streak of 3 or more, they're now going to give you 150% of the base kill XP as well. Yeah.
Jeez.
Exactly. So now it's 50% more. So the better you're doing, the more of a target you are. And the smarter you have to be about it, right? Because this isn't just about getting XP for you. This is about preventing the other team from getting XP. So this is how modifiers work, right? So the levels multiplier has to do between you and the opposing team's highest level Pokemon. Doesn't matter who it is. Could be their jungler, could be someone in lane, like a Buzzwole in lane that's just killing it. If you are 2 or more levels behind their top Pokemon, you will get a modifier on your XP.
Okay.
So the streak, the negative streak, right? So say you're getting destroyed in lane and you've died. Every time you die, you're worth less XP. Every time you die in a row before you get a KO. Once you get a KO, it resets back to 0. Same with your positive streaks, right? So you become, if you're on a KO streak, right? You're going on a good little KO streak and you're worth more XP. As soon as you die, you reset back to 0, right? Because it's a streak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So let's talk about some actual XP, right? So here are the biggest things in lane, right? So you've got the Bunnelbees, right? How much XP they're worth, right? They're worth 120 off the start, right? These are not the lane Bunnelbees, by the way. The lane Bunnelbees do not change how much XP. You know, the ones that are there when you first start and they kind of run from you?
Oh, yeah.
Those ones do not change. Did I leave them in here? No, I didn't. Okay. So those the Bunnelbees that reset, they're worth a little more. Now, the catch-up XP modifier, they changed it to where it doesn't activate in the first minute of the game. Because what teams were doing was they were waiting until the other team leveled up on their side before they would finish off their farm, so that they would get level modifiers when they got the same Pokemon. So both sides would take out the same exact farm, but one team would come out higher level at the back end because they were getting more XP for doing the same exact thing. They were just waiting to do it because
Okay.
they were behind in levels, right? So, we talk about which farm is where, right? So you've got the bumblebees, which are worth 120, 140, 150, right? As they go up, right? And then your lane ball toys, which are worth 60s and 70s, right? The bumblebees are worth more than the ball toys. The bumblebees are worth more than the ball toys. Never forget that.
Okay.
Almost twice as much. So, if there's a, if you're fighting over farm, and you're worried about, hey, which one's more important? It's the bumblebees. Now, why do we go after the middle farm, right? There are three.
We
Go-
got to go after middle farm because that's 4 different wild Pokemon, so that's a good amount of XP in and of itself. But you got to stop the enemy from getting that as well.
510 total XP.
Oh,
Just for taking these out. So 510. Now let's talk about early on in the game. That is half of the XP you need to get to level 5. From 1 to 5.
yeah.
550 XP. So, if you're talking about, and it's not just the middle birds, right? It's the, what do you call it? It's the 810 birds. No, I'm sorry. The 850 birds. The
850 birds. Okay.
Yeah,
850 lane birds.
yeah, the lane birds, right? They don't change, right? So we're talking like at 850, right? They're gonna be at the 910, so it'll be still worth 80 and 210, right? And then the 8 o'clock birds, right? They're gonna spawn after 810. They're gonna be worth even more. So like those birds, there's not a lot of XP on the board if you're not the jungler. The jungler gets a lot of XP. Look at how much a jungle ball toy is worth. 120,
Oh yeah.
130, 140.
Maybe that's one of my issues with jungling is I don't go for the ball toys in my second, third, and fourth rotation. I just get the buffs and go back to the action.
Well, timing is crucial, right? I don't have the whole thing here, but I do have all of this information. I can actually pull it up right now. Let's see. And I know they change it. This XP list I have is a little outdated, but Excavalier, that's funny. The Zatu is always worth 250 XP. Always, no matter what. Doesn't change.
The Zatu. Oh yeah. Okay. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah. Where's the starting bumblebees? Oh, I forgot Indeedis, right? So Indeedis are worth 160, right? So Indeedis are even more than the other thing, right? So if
Yeah.
so there's 2 on your side in bot lane, 1 in bot lane center. How many Indeedis are up top?
None.
And that's why there's more XP down bot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, where is the...
That makes sense. That's probably why I love bottom lane so much. It's just easier to level up there.
Yeah. Oh, the starting bumblebees are only worth 70. Those first bumblebees that you go up against,
Yeah.
they're only worth 70. All right. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah. So, Excavalier and Excelgor are both worth 230 each, right? Um, and it says the Jungle Baltoys are only worth 120. So whatever, let's see, 120 plus 230 is 350. So half of so they're both worth 175 now because they made it so that jungle stealing wasn't as good. They're always nerfing everything. Um, yeah. So one thing I didn't put on here was how much the Regice, Regirock, Registeel, right? So the bottom objective, right? All 5 players will get 60% of all of its XP, right? This is why I tell people bottom objective first. Bottom objective first, bottom objective first, right? So at the, let's see, it spawns at what, 7 minutes?
Yeah. My
So
team does not like to rotate to compete for that bottom objective, and we almost always lose both fucking objectives as a result. There's
so
no rotation. They don't want to do it.
so is if you take it out within the first 20 seconds, it's 192 XP for all 5 of you. That's almost 1,000 XP.
Yeah, that's a lot of XP.
Do you know how much the Regieleki up top is worth at the same time?
Like 80?
320.
Yeah, that's a huge difference.
So not only is it a huge difference, right? But even if the other team gets that Regieleki and gets that 320 XP, what happens if you defend it and take it out before it reaches the goal? What do you get?
More XP.
320 XP. It's a wash.
Well, my team definitely needs to hear this.
Do you
So
want?
what do we do? I know that one of the things that itches them is what used to itch me, and they're probably worried about leaving the what is it, 750 lane birds, or the there's another set of lane birds. The second set of lane birds at 720, I believe.
Yeah.
I feel like that they're so driven on winning those, and then it's too late to rotate at a certain point, and then we're just getting beat up at the bottom. Like, I kind of feel that's what's happening.
But why? What is the...
They just never rotate. Like, I'll call it out, and then we start the engagement or whatever for the bottom 720 birds. Then I look up, and then we still have 2 people top, while there's like 4 of the enemy's bottom just fucking us up.
So so they're worried about getting the 720 birds up top before they rotate bot?
I'm pretty sure. And then they're stuck. What I usually do is after the 8 o'clock middle birds, I just go bottom if I'm top laning.
Yeah. So I mean, you should leave someone. You should leave someone up top to defend, right? And not just defend, but getting vision. Getting vision is super important because if you don't know where the other team is, you don't know what to prepare for, right? So if you have a Pokemon
That's
that
true.
can either defend very well, with low chance of getting KO'd, like a Blastoise that's already evolved, obviously, or even a Ho-Oh, right? A Ho-Oh, like it can stick its neck out, get some vision, and say, oh, they only have 2 up top, or oh shit, their whole team's up top.
Yeah.
Use a little fire circle to get itself back, somewhere safe, so it can at least defend, hold them off, or whatever, while you guys wipe the bottom goal. Or what it'll find out is nobody's up top and everybody rotated bottom. So now it's a 4-on-5, and you can play more defensively while you either wait for the Ho-Oh or, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. So keeping that vision. But the difference between those 720 birds, again, an Altaria at 740 is worth 230. So 2, 3, 4. It's 500 XP, right? It's nothing to shake a stick at. It's 500 XP If you get the Altaria
Quick
and all the
question.
Swablues. What's up?
What to do when, let's say the team did rotate? Because sometimes they do. Sometimes they're just in a position or like, all right, we got the lane birds, we're gonna go down, and it's a good engagement, but we lose. Most of us die. What I usually call out is, okay, we've lost it, go top immediately. But instead, I find at least 3 players on my team deciding to farm, near the base instead. And then, of course, they quickly rotate to top and then take a Lecky from us, and they all score. So that's just like a bad move to not go compete for that other objective if you lose the first one, right?
I mean,
Or am I being a little bit pushy about it?
situational, but I mean, 90% rule. Yes, if there's an objective on the board and your team's not rotating to it, like, what are they? What's the point, right? I mean, yeah, there's
Hmm.
like cumulatively, there's probably a lot of farm, right? And if they already broke the top goal, and you know it's a very slim chance of getting it before they do, you might just want to call out, hey, get the farm that's on the board and everybody reconvene at the tier 2 goal so that we can defend when it eventually comes down, right? Because
Okay.
you got to get XP. You got to get XP. And if you lost the bottom objective and you all died, they just got a lot of XP, so they probably got a a good level lead on most of you between your players' levels and their highest leveled person. If they got a good level lead, it's probably more advantageous for y'all to just farm and use some of that catch up modifier on the farm that's available.
Okay.
Yeah, but as we saw,
It's all basically a read, right? Yeah, because it's just they were all there. Nobody, even if a couple of them had based on the enemy team, I felt we still could have beaten them 5-2 to the top objective. But everyone was worried about their level, and I'm thinking that is our level right there. But we've got to do it together. Is my thoughts.
yeah. I mean the top the top Lecky, Regilecky, he does not share XP like the bottom one does. He shares XP like
Only for those,
regular farm.
only for those nearby, right?
Right. So anyone that's nearby and engaged in the thing, right? So I've got this really cool picture, right? Um, it has to deal with XP share, right? So if somebody's not wearing XP, right, and 2 people are within the shooting circle, right, which is about the size of a basic attack from a Venusaur. That's why they got the Bulbasaur there, right? Like what's the farthest away you could shoot that thing from? Draw a circle around that, and that's like the XP distance. That's why
Okay.
sometimes I like get the hell out of the way so somebody with the XP share can actually level up and hit that level up gate and not be stuck at level 3 for the first 3 minutes of the battle.
There's a couple people I don't like playing with anymore with XP share because they refuse to let me level up. It seems it's like, okay, so you're like 4 levels ahead of me. Can I be a tank now?
Yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes you got to peel off and make sure you're outside of the thing, and be vocal about it, right? Just be vocal about it. Like, hey, I gotta get my Evo, back up, and let me get 100% of this because you're only the most XP you can get with an XP share on is 30% if somebody's around you. That's the most you can get.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, that's what you always get, right? Even if 5 people take out a thing, you get 30%, and the other 4 of them share the 100%. Like you're just getting an extra 30% of the XP. That's all it means. Everyone else
Yeah.
shares XP the way that they would have if you didn't exist.
Mhm.
Now, if say the if in that first window, right, where the Bulbasaur is getting 100% and the XP shareholder is getting 30%, if that XP
Yeah.
shareholder is not an XP shareholder, it's 70 and 30. That's the split. 70,
Okay.
70 and 30.
All right.
Yeah.
In favor of the last hit, right?
Yep. In favor of the last hit.
Okay.
Right.
That
So,
makes sense.
yep. So, As you can see in the second window, if you are, as long as you last hit the Pokemon, it doesn't matter where you are. The sharing of XP happens within the circle.
That's always around the Pokemon that was being killed, right?
Yes. So
The farm. Okay.
yep, and you have to have attacked it. You can't just stand there and be like, I'm gonna get some XP, bro. Like you have to attack it at least once.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, that sucks. Sometimes I feel with like my defenders or supporters, I don't get assists or whatever because I was doing something that wasn't actually damaging the enemy Pokemon. It's like, but I did all the fucking work.
right. So I think this is just a PowerPoint where I pulled some of this stuff out of a much larger document, right? A much larger document. But the I think this is probably the number one slide in the entire show, right? Like where
Yeah.
how much do you get? How much do I need to get? Right? How much XP do I need to get to a level, right? Because obviously we're looking for our level gates, right? How much do I
Yeah.
need? How much do I get from scoring? How much do I get from a KO? How much do I get from a farm? And this is not the whole list. This is literally just a screenshot of some of the list, right? And then obviously we have the modifiers. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna upload these to the Discord. If maybe I'll just share them from my Unite folder. I'll just share my whole freaking Unite folder. I don't care. But if you want to learn more about that, about this, obviously, right? There's the best site in the world, unitebdb.com.
Yeah, I love it. I
It-
love it. I need to use it more than I do, but I still love it.
Listen, it's the greatest, right? So remember, you're never losing. Like two things, right? One, where's the most advantageous way to get XP, right? I'm sorry, it's gonna be three things. I can't stop myself. One, what is the most advantageous thing in the right now to get XP and level up? Number two, if you are the top, the highest leveled person on your team, for God's sakes, don't die. Just don't die. Don't.
All right.
You are the biggest piece of farm on the map. You are the most lucrative farm on the map. Don't dive in and die. You should be the one picking and choosing when to engage. Because if you force the other team to engage you when you have the level lead, now you're making them force the hand, right?
Yeah, you're making them react to what you're doing, and that's always an advantageous position.
Think about this. How many times has your team been snowballing early, right? And then, you close both of their tier 3s. You have both your tier 3s still up. You push to their tier 2 and you just decimate them, and everybody goes in for a score and they grab an extra piece of farm and they want to score again, and the other team, oh, they reset, they revived, and now they're coming back, and then you start losing the second team fight on the same goal, and you have to go back, and for some reason after that second team fight, now the other team can put up a fight. That's because you literally just gave them a chance back in the game.
Yeah.
Because you kept pushing when you shouldn't have. Because the most lucrative farm on the board wasn't them or the goals you scored, it was you.
Mm-hmm.
It was you. So yeah. Right. So, and then the third thing, right? Always remember, you are never out of the game. You are never out of the game because of streak modifiers and level modifiers. Same thing, for the same reason that you shouldn't push when you're winning. You should be find out who, like, just look at the screen, who has the highest level on their team, and tell your team, listen, I don't give a shit what you do right now. The next time we engage in a team fight, we have to take out the Zoroark. Or we have to take out the Dragonite. Whoever has the highest level on the other team. You take them out. you get way more XP than you will for just about any objective because of these modifiers and how much they're worth on their level. Cool?
Okay.
Yeah. So now,
Makes a lot of sense.
now think about where you play. Are you a jungler? Are you a top laner? Are you a bottom laner? Do you push around, right? Next time you play, look at how many what are the farms there? How much are they worth? What level do you need to get to? How much extra XP would you get if you had an XP share in your lane? You know what I mean? If you're running an XP share and your partner what is playing what character are they playing? What level do they need to get to? How much XP do you need to help them with before you can say, okay, it's time to help myself? And how much XP is on the
That's,
board? Do some math.
yeah, that's enlightening. That's enlightening there.
Yeah, and most Pokemon look at their level gates. Level 5. Level 4. Level 5. Get them to 4, get them to 5. And then say, "Hey, I need to go get something on my own so I can at least get to 4 and get a move." Right?
You know what? I need to check out on Delphox because I'm getting good. I feel like I'm really good with Delphox, but there's a lot of little things I could tweak to become even better.
Yeah.
And I know that the evolution is offline with the moves, so I'm not even sure when the power spikes are. They probably align with the moves, I would say. But it seems more on pattern with them getting the power spikes upon evolution.
Mm. What am I doing? Discord, snipping, explore.
Delphox.
What am I doing? Where's my... Why can't I have Chrome in here? What the hell? Ay, ay, ay.
All
Oh,
right,
'cause it's
so
auto capture.
the power spike at level 4
Yeah.
and level 6. I think that is when it evolves, though. Okay. And that is a pretty damn good power spike of 61 special attack.
You talking about Delphox?
Yeah.
Yeah, Delphox evolves at 4 and 6. It gets its moves
At 7
at
and 8.
6 and 7.
Or 6 and 7, yeah.
Yeah, so that's one of those offbeat ones, right? Delphox is a lot more like our example when we looked at the hell was his name? Decidui, where its evolutions didn't really line up with its evolutions didn't really line up with power spikes or the moves, right? If you're evolving at 4 and 6 and you don't get your moves till 6 and 7, like there's no point in pushing this thing to 5 as fast as possible or pushing it to 4 as fast as possible, right? Your goal is 6 for this thing. So that's a slow burn right there. It's more like, hey, we need to play passively because getting to 6 is nowhere near as easy as getting. It takes what? Where is it? Yeah, you need 1100 total XP to get to level 5, and then you need another 650 to get to level 6, and then another 750 to get to level 7. Like, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you have to put twice as much work in. It's more than twice as much XP to get from 5 to 7 it is to get from 1 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so it's let's see, special attack 12, 13, 60. So yeah, level 4 is probably the first level gate for Delphox because that's a huge power spike. You're right. That's almost, yeah, that's 61. It goes up 12, then it goes up 13, 15, and then it goes up 61. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. And then I noticed also after level 6, it all just kind of
Oh,
gradually goes up, similar to Cramorant.
yeah. But yeah, so level 4 there's a at the so level 4 there's a power spike, level 6 there's a huge power spike.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
it goes
big
from
one.
190 to
And
303. Like that's a
and that's
huge
when I
power
get
spike.
my first good move too. Usually I go overheat. I do the
Um
one that's not mystical fire.
oh, you do fire blast?
Fire blast, that's the one.
Yeah.
If is sometimes if they have a lot of shifty Pokemon, that's when I'll go mystical fire. So I just have fire spins all over the place.
Yeah, no, I love fire blast.
Okay, so yeah,
It
I'll get off
hits
the
it
Unite DB now.
hits hard twice. But yeah, so Unite DB, get your figure out what you need to get to, and then come back. Like I said, I'll upload these in the main. Let's see, in the Grand Fleet. Where's a good spot for it? Boop 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 boo.
Perfect. And you said this teaching session you were going to upload to YouTube because I feel you had a great explanation of why it's a really good idea to typically aim for the bottom objective first at the 7 o'clock objectives.
Yep.
But of
Typically.
course, situationally speaking, sometimes you can't do
Yep.
that. But it's like
90%
the
rule.
rule with exceptions.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. So no, I will not be uploading this to YouTube because I'm already live.
I see.
Booyah! So yeah, I mean they can be watching it right now if they want to.
That's true. Well, I still have a lot of, and if you're gonna share those graphs and stuff from your folders, I'll be able to re-explain it and stuff.
Yeah,
Um.
I'm trying to see. Oh yeah, I'll put it in trainer tips. Jump pad
Oh,
bug
you know
is
what?
jump pad bug is back. Oh wait, no, that's from April. Wow, nobody's living here. That's from April. I thought it was back again. All right.
April
Well,
Fools.
yeah, that's right. All right. So, any questions before I end the YouTube stream?
Give me a second. I did have a question earlier, but I wanted to let you finish speaking, and then I forgot.
No, go for it.
You know what? Actually, my patience was rewarded with you answering the question anyway. I just don't remember what it was.
All right, bet. Cool. Well, I'm gonna stop the stream. Appreciate y'all for coming. I'm gonna go outside. I'm actually gonna transfer over to my phone's Discord, so we can just chill. If you got any more questions, just ask them offline. All good. Thanks for coming.
All right. Yeah. Hey, thanks for that, man. I'm
Yep.
definitely gonna utilize a lot of that.
Go StrawHats.
Hell yes.